Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So on this video I will show you how I made this lovely Bubu dress, so just stick around.
I'm feeling vibes on vibes. I'm ticking dynamite. I blow your candle light.
So guys, we'll be using this two fabric. So this fabric, I don't know what it's called, I've forgotten the name. So this other one, this plain one, is I'm using crepe and doll face for it. So I'm using this two fabric to make this dress. So the first thing we're going to do is we will fold our fabric. So this is our fabric, is folded into two like this. So this unfold edge where my hand is, I'm going to fold this again from there. So this place is going to be my shoulder line. So you see how I folded it again. So at this point I have 4 fold. My fabric is folded into 4. So the reason why I folded like this, because I don't want to cut out I don't want to join my shoulders. So my shoulder will be on fold like this. So this is it. So this place that my hand is right now is going to be my starting point, and automatically that is my shoulder line. So the next step is we will take our measurements. So I'll start taking my measurements, my shoulder to bust point. I'll mark it down. Whatever is your shoulder to bust point, you mark it down like this. My shoulder to waist, I'll mark it down like this. My shoulder to hip, I'll also mark it down like this, and I'll mark my shoulder to my gown length. Whatever length you want for yours to be, you take it down. So for me, I'm using 36 plus 2 for so joining, that's 38. That's my gown length. So I'm just trying to repeat what I just did. And after that, I'll roll out a line to make it visible for us to see. So the next step is I'll take my neckline. So I'm using 3.5 by 1.5 for my neckline. So I'll connect it with my free hand like this. So I'll connect like this, and that is it for the neck. So I'm just trying to repeat it and use 3.5 by 1.5. So from that neckline, I'll take my shoulder measurement divided by 2. So my shoulder is 16, I divide it by 2, I have 8. So I'll mark it like so. So I started my shoulder measurement from here. That is it. So from this my shoulder line, I'll mark out how I want my sleeve to be. So since I don't have much fabric left, so I'm just going to use everything I have left. So what I have left is now 11.5, so I'm going to use that as my sleeve. So the next part is you will use the fullest part of your body to mark out your gown. So for me, the fullest part of my body is my hip. So my hip divided by 4, I'll mark it down like this. So I'll add 4 inches extra. So guys, this 4 inches is not standard. You can add 5, you can add 6, you can add 3. It depends on how full you want your bobo to be, or how slim you want your bobo to be. And if the fullest part of your body is your boss, use your boss. Most times some people boss is bigger than their hip. So use the fullest part of your body to mark it out. So mine is hip. I'm using my hip. After marking my hip divided by 4, the answer, I will now add 4. I added 4 inches to it. So you can add 4, you can add 3, you can add 5, 6. So that measurement, I'll take it down to my gown length like this. Hope you understand. So I'll take it down. I'll bring my straight ruler and I'll mark it down like this, down to my gown length, making sure it's straight and correct. So I'm just trying to make sure that the line I drew is correct, like it's corresponding. So they're all corresponding. So the next step is on my bust point line, I'll come down by 1.5, like the way you're seeing me do. So I'm going to make a curve there to match my sleeve. So before I connect it, I'm just going to draw a straight line from my sleeve end like so, and I'll roll out my bust point line to my sleeve like so. So I'll make this slant, a curvy slant to meet my bust points like so. This 1.5 I came down from my bust point. I'll connect it like this with my curve like this. So basically we are done for this dress, but I'm going to add a pocket to it, so I'll come down by 1.5. So this 1.5 I came down is not standard, is optional. You can as well just start your pocket from your waist. So after that, I'm just going to open my hands like this. So I'm not really opening my hand wide because my pattern is, my fabric is not enough. I'm just trying to manage, but I really want to put pockets on it. So on the norms, I'm supposed to go in a little bit and spread my hand very wide. You see, I make it like this, but just because my fabric is not enough. So guys, so I noticed that this 1.5 I came down from my waist is not going because of managing. I'm just using a different curve like this. If you watch what I'm doing, you see I wasn't using the 1.5 I came down from my hip. So guys, ignore my dirty work. I'm just trying to manage my fabric, and at the same time my pocket should come out to life. So guys, after that we are done with our drafting of our bobo dress. So the next thing is I'm going to cut out, and I'll show us what we have. So guys, after cutting, I'm going to notch my shoulders like this. So I will indicate it. So I'll notch my front like this and my back like this, center front and center back. I'll notch it. So I'll open it wide like I'll open it up like this. So that's my shoulder line where I notch. I'm just going to drill out a line to indicate my shoulder line, because we didn't cut it out. So I'm just going to use my chalk to indicate my shoulder line. So from my shoulder line, for the front of my boo-boo, for my shoulder line, I'll come down by 9 inches, just the way you see me do, and I'll roll it. I will roll it straight to the center front like so. So for my center front, I'll go in by 1.5. So I'll go in my center front like this. That's my center front. I'll go in by 1.5 like so, and I will connect it straight to my shoulder line like this. So after doing that, I'm going to cut it out, and you see what I have. So I'm done cutting. So this is what you should be having. So I'm going to open it up and you see what we have. So guys, I've opened it up and this is what we are having. So guys, I'm going to cut out a band for my sleeve. So I call it a band. So you see what I'm calling a band. So I'm going to measure. This is the band. The fabric I cut out is 2.5 on fold. So I'm going to measure from here like this. I'm going to measure it round like this. So watch where I'm measuring, and from there like that. So whatever I have, I will use it to cut. I'll use it to get the length of these pieces. So after that, guys, I'm going to join it together. I'm going to join this band, this neckline band, to my fabric. So I'm starting from here, where my finger is. That's where I'll start to join to sew it. So guys, I'm sewing from the right side of my fabric. So I'll sew it like this, just the way you see me do. I'll sew it round my neckline like so, and I'll end here. Yes, I'll end there. So after doing that, I'm going to do it on my sewing machine, and I'll come back and show us what we have. But before I go to my sewing machine, I'm going to show us what I'm going to do on my sleeve too. So for my sleeve, I already cut out a pieces for it. So this pieces is 2.5. It's not on fold, guys. It's just a 2.5 pieces like this. It's not on fold. So I'm going to make it unfold now, and I will place it on the wrong side of my fabric, the wrong side of my fabric like this. I'll make sure it's matching, it's sitting very well, and I'm going to sew it from here like this straight to the end of my sleeve. So I'm going to do it on the both sleeves, and I'll show us what we have. So guys, I'm done with the sleeve and the neck too. So this is what I have for my sleeve. For my neck, I've sewn it already, so I'm having this. So the next step is I'm going to turn it to the right side like the way you're seeing me do, and I'm going to iron it very well. So after ironing it, I'm going to sew like this, very close to the edge like this, very neat sewing like this down. So I'm doing it on the both sleeve, guys. So after I'm done with that one, I will move to the neck. So guys, I've joined the neck together like the way you see me do on the video. So guys, before you do anything, you have to weave it. So I'm going to use my weaving machine and weave it like this, so I can have a very neat finishing. So after weaving it, I will turn it like this and iron it. You iron, guys. I did not iron mine because of I don't have light when I was doing this video. So guys, after doing that, I'm just trying to fold in my excess on my neckline. So you're going to iron it. Guys, please iron so that you have a very neat work, guys. So after you have ironed, you will bring your design that you put on the front. Yes, so you bring it, and so mine is 12.5. So is a square, so it's 12.5. So you can see me, it's 12.5. So this is what I have. So you can as well decide to keep it like this. If you want it simple, you can bring it to the middle if you want it. So but for me, I'm just going to make a design. So for my center, I'm going to go in by 1.5. That's the center, 1.5. Then at the side, I'll come up by 4 inches like this, and I'll connect it to this side like this using my straight ruler. So I'll connect it like so. So I'm going to cut it out. So guys, watch me what I'm doing. I'm only cutting out one piece first, not the 2 pieces. I'm cutting out one piece first. So after cutting out this, you should be having this, guys. So at this point, you can play with it. You can put it however you want it to be. So it's yours. So you can do it like this if you want to. You can do it like this if you want to. Do you get my point? So you can do it like this. You just play around and see what works for you, and see what design you think is best for you. So you can just play around like so, and once you're done with your design, you're good to go. Like you can do it like this too if you want to. So for me, I decided that I wanted to make it 2. That slant we have, I want my own to be 2. So I'll go ahead again and cut it out. So guys, so this is it. I have placed it like this again. So I'm going to cut the other side. Remember that the first time I already cut out one side. So right now I'm going to cut the second side like so. And you see I have that 2 slant at the back, or at the down or the up, whatever So you can place it like this. Like I said, you play around with whatever you want, whatever design you feel is cool for you. You play around with it. You can make it up, you can make it down like this. So I prefer, I was okay with this design, this particular one, so I'm going with this particular one. So guys, so I'm going to fold it in like this, half inch at the edge of this 4 square. So I'll fold it in like this, half inch, and I'll iron it first before I sew it together with my fabric. So I'm going to do that, and after doing it, I'm going to place it and sew. So I'm going to do that, and I'll come back and show us what we have. So guys, this is what I have. I've also went ahead to sew in my sleeves too, and I changed my placement of my 4 square. So the next thing we are going to do is to join our front and our back together. So I'm just trying to arrange my fabric so everything is going to balance well. So after arranging it, I will sew in half and 1 inches down like this. So guys, I'll sew half inch. When I reach to my pockets, I sew half inch because it's not enough, it's not big enough. So I'll sew half inch on my pockets, and I'll continue my 1 inch here like this. 1 inch from here. When I reach pocket, I sew half inch. So half inch, half inch, half inch. When I reach here, I sew my 1 inch like that. So I'll do the same thing to this other side, like the way I just demonstrated for us. So I'll do the same thing here. So after doing that, I will iron it in the inside. Then after ironing it, I will now fold in my hemming. So whatever allowance you give for your hemming, you fold it in, but make sure you weave it first. So after doing that, we are done for our bubu, and this is what we should be having. So thank you guys for watching to this extent. Please guys, subscribe to my channel, subscribe, share, like, comment, engage. I love you guys. See you next time. Till then, stay blessed. I love you. Bye.